Oh, traders, it's E from MarketWizards.com and eMiniWizard.com, and it's about 12:30 noon time on Monday, the 26th of August. Reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Crazy day. It is an update. Unfortunately, I tried to process some videos I did this morning, probably about 7 of them for the team, and having a problem retrieving them for some reason. Not sure where the glitch is. So just doing a quick review of what we were thinking this morning. Thought that obviously the return to 34 and above was critical. So anything above 34 is supportive because it's inside the prior day's range. We felt this morning that this bar right here, this one bar, the low of this 53, 52s, we thought that was the bar that was holding traders upside and need to be broken for anything more. We liked the idea this morning that we had stalled by 88. Talked about the middle from the previous day. Talked about this being our demon too large to really use, so we had to use some ideas about resistance and support. One video I did do this morning, we talked about 82 to 85 resistance, and we thought that the 52s, the 56 area, the gap would be very important. And so far, we're back into that range. I've got a magnet 70.5 we talked about. But you can see that really we've only traveled about 3 boxes back. And as such, the longs are still in control of this bounce for now until we undermine and come back in under that 48 area. I suggested that if you wanted to play the open, the most sense to me made sense was trying to get back to the 64 and a quarter, 64 area for the half gap. And then the gap would be good fortune if we could get back there and tag that 56. And we felt that let's use 52 support. Anybody wanted the buy side, magnet is back here. And we've suggested to traders that realistically we should expect a 2-way day. And there are 2 reasons for that. The first is we want to take a look at a 2-day range. Let's take a look at that. So we've had a high on Friday and a low overnight, and the middle is 73.5. So we think this area where we opened RTH is pretty important. Basically, we've been trading the pipe, right? The 60 back, this is our resistance zone. You can see how that really held beautifully on the overnight push. And then the bottom of the pipe back here at the 57, 58 area. So we talked about this as being an important idea for now, generically say this 58 to 55 as supportive, and anything that we could get above the 73 to 75, good fortune for the long side. And if we look at something like our charts with moving averages, we can see that we've really bumped into a 10-minute rain line, the slope line here, but we've not been able to undermine and come back and stay under these blue lines and green lines and red lines. So when we looked at the 10, we said, well, it looks like we've stalled here, but we're still kind of climbing. So let's take a look at our 15, and that's one of the things that I think right now traders need to be aware of as well. Angels and demons. Well, let's stay with that, sure. We've got all this room to play with, so it's not a very good setup using angels and demons. And you can also see why we felt coming back into that 64, you really need to stay under it. Otherwise, you need another re-triggering of the demon. And this is our support bar right here. Until this guy right in here. Hello. Until that goes. You can see how that was supported overnight with a get out of here bar. So range trading, stolen range, unfortunately, they have not given a big range for us to work with during RTH, and that's okay. That That comes with the territory in this business. Here's our predictive chart. It's back end support 12.5 as we talked about. 02 stop that worked beautifully, and then the top end is this 91 to 92 area. So we felt anything up here obviously needs to, if we got it above that, we could go to any high and a screamer coming back and retesting, but we felt range trading made more sense for now. And then we'll just play the current range we've got and don't think about anything else. But obviously our current range bound 20 to 25 point range, they're keeping this pinned within. And OTF is over here. And we can see this is our support that we had talked about pre-market back in here. And obviously our resistance back here until broken. Program trade overnight, bang, hit resistance, pull back, broke our support level, but then we've expanded the range and came right back into that range. So that's what we're looking at now. Key idea. Yearly range came down 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3, held support perfectly. Bounce. Keep an eye on this 82, and that was the basis saying 82, 85 should be our immediate resistance. Monthly chart. We're at the end of the month. Relevant, obviously, the undercut low, the bounce. Stall by 95, so we use this 95 as our immediate resistance, and assuming that good fortune to get back below this under 65. And you can see how that tail bounce right back up out of this under 65 has not been able to hold. So that's the monthly look. And obviously the weekly, very key chart. Undercut that 17, regained 17 to 18, regained 34s, bounce, but we've held the middle. You can see that. So very important look right here for bigger traders to keep an eye on this. So this chart, very important today. And as such, whatever you can get today out of the swing, we've advised hit and run trading, get out of the way. And on a 20 to 25 point box, should be able to find enough to get your VIG. And we've advised do not average in suicidal on a day like today to let it run against you. Obex look right here. So this is the current box that's being traded. This is our resistance box up here till broken. And the bottom back in here is our support for now. All right, hope this helps. Take a look at some of the things I'm seeing in today's trading. My advice, avoid trouble at all costs. Do not average in and let this run against you. Do not make the pain of those who got trapped overnight short become our pain.